I'd like to talk a little bit about this particular fill surface right here. This is not typical of the fill surfaces I usually make. If you want to see something that's more typical, probably this surface is a little more typical of a fill surface that I tend to make. Although it's four-sided, it could be made as a boundary surface. But the one I really want to talk about is this. It has a couple of interesting features. If we take a look at how it was made, we see that two of the edges have a curvature constraint, and then the rest of them are contact. So that means that this is going to be smooth back here, and the rest of these edges are going to be sharp. That's easy to see when you're up here at the nose of this feature, but it's a little less easy to see here. We can take a look at this with the deviation analysis a little later on, but I like to look at things also with the mesh preview and put a tighter mesh on there so you can better see the curvature. What I really wanted to talk about in the course of this feature is how these edges were selected. And let's just clear the selections for the time being. We've got a constraint curve in here that I'm not going to worry about for right now. SolidWorks has a lot of little tricks for selecting edges, and you can go around and just individually select items. You should know that whatever is in here at the time when you select it is going to be assigned. So if I pick this first, then that gets a contact constraint. Now if I change this to curvature and then select this one, then the second one gets curvature. If I go through and select the third edge, that also gets curvature, but I don't want it to have curvature, so I change that back to contact. Now there is this option down here, apply to all edges. In this case, we can't use that option. It just means that whatever's in the box here, as soon as you click this, everything is going to change to that type of end condition. So anyway, I can go through and click the rest of these manually. Then if a surface such as this one is already highlighted, but it has another edge on it, that can be hard to see. That's why that edge in particular was a little bit difficult to see. So going around and selecting things manually is one way to do it. You can also right click and select tangency, and that gets everything except the tangent, except the pieces that aren't tangent. And those would be these two pieces up here. Notice that so far everything's getting the contact constraint, and I can just go up here and select the two additional edges. Okay, so that's select tangency. There's another option, if I can get right on that edge, say select open loop. Then that gets everything, including the non-tangent pieces. I will still have to go back through and find the edges with curvature continuity and assign those. So we can do that. So those are a couple of methods for selecting edges.